Albert Einstein dreamed of finding what he called a unified theory. And by that he meant a single idea, a single principle, maybe even a single equation that might describe everything in the universe. He worked long and hard many decades to try to find this theory, and he never did. Since his passing, many physicists have taken up where he left off. And many of us believe that an approach called string theory may be the unified theory that he was looking for. And the basic idea of this unified description of all matter is pretty straightforward. You know, if you take any piece of material, say a piece of wood, cut it in half again, keep on cutting into ever smaller pieces. The basic question is, what's the smallest piece that you get to? What's the finest uncuttable constituent? Now, we all know that you cut fine enough, you get molecules. If you cut them up, you get atoms. If you cut them up even further, you get other particles, electrons going around the nucleus with neutrons and protons, and we even know that inside the neutrons and protons are smaller entities called quarks. The conventional ideas stop there. String theory comes along and says there may be one more layer of structure. Inside an electron, inside a quark, inside any particle you've ever heard of, according to these ideas, is a little tiny filament. Looks like a little string, that's why it's called string theory. And the little strings can vibrate in different patterns. So the idea is that, according to this theory, an electron might be a string vibrating in one pattern. You can call it a middle C if you want, by the musical analogy. A quark would be a string vibrating in a different pattern, like an A. So the difference between one particle and another is simply the note that its string is playing. And this is the unified description that this theory puts forward. Everything can be reduced to the notes that these fundamental strings are playing. Now, that's metaphorical. There's math behind this that allows us to see how all of the key elements of physics can find a home in this description. But in a nutshell, that's what this theory says.